What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and YouTubers all across the world? I am the Boss Gamer. In this particular video, I would like to talk about the game that just released this Tuesday. That's Watch Dogs. By the way, it was released for the Xbox One, the PS4, the PS3, and the Xbox 360. Me being a gamer, of course I got it. Of course I experienced it, and I want to share my thoughts on it initially. Now, if you didn't know, Watch Dogs was set to be released at the launch of the PS4 and the Xbox One, but it was pushed back, and we had to deal with the games that was released. Even prior to the release of the next-gen consoles, at last year E3, Watch Dogs was revealed, and it looked spectacular. It looked great. I mean, what they showed was a game that was well polished, that looked next-gen, that made you say, well, damn, if this is what we got to expect in the future, and this is what we're going to be looking forward to, then so be it. How could we be mad? How could we complain about that? Well, Watch Dogs has just been released, and me, I picked it up for the PS4. Now, the first issue I have with Watch Dogs, right, it's not the fact that it's an open world game, and it's not the fact that it takes a lot of its gameplay and the way it's set up from prior open world games such as GTA 5, Saints Row, so on and etc. But the way that the story is told, it's not really, to me, innovative. It's not really new. It's go to point A to point B to point C, kill this objective, kill this person, steal this item. And personally, to me, it wasn't really innovative because I was expecting a next-gen game. I thought that they were going to have some components in it that you really couldn't really do in the last-gen console games, but it just reminds me of what I already played before. Now, as far as the fidelity and the quality of the game, it looked like it's running at 1080p on the PS4 to me, 60 frames per second to me. Now, I could be wrong. I'm not one of those spec guys who know all the numbers and everything, even though I can find them out, look them up. But it looked like it's running pretty well. But does it look next gen? To me, no. And I would compare it to, as far as the quality and fidelity of a Watch Dogs. And have you played Watch Dogs? You play Watch Dogs, obviously, if you're watching this video. But Sleeping Dogs. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that particular game where you are a detective and you're in China and you got to figure out everything what's going on there. It's an open world game as well. I would suggest you go check it out as well. But that looked great, and that was a last gen game that I purchased as well that I still play to this day. But Watch Dogs reminded me of that, and the fidelity of it wasn't that much greater than that. Honestly, it looked like a game that could have been played on the PS3 and the Xbox 360, because I really can't tell the difference in the quality, because I've seen it running on the Xbox 360 and I got it for the PS4, and personally it just looks the same. Nothing looks different. And when you buy a $400 console or $500 console, and this is one of the first open world games, even though Assassin's Creed came out, Black Flag, but that's not really a generic open world game, I was expecting the game to blow the doors off, due to the fact that it was pushed back, it was delayed 6 months after the launch of the next gen consoles. So they had 6 months to optimize this thing, and it still looked like it's running on last gen technology, or they made it with the last gen gamer expected in mind. And even some of my PC friends that have this game for PC, they said the same thing. It just doesn't look like it was optimized for PC. It doesn't look like it was optimized for the current gen console as far as the Xbox 360 and the PS3. And it damn sure don't look like it was optimized for the next gen consoles, the Xbox One and the PS4, which I have both. So personally, to me, did we really get what they really showed at last year E3? No, I would say they didn't. I don't know what type of polish, I don't know what type of rendering that they used to show that trailer or that gameplay that they showed at last year's E3, but playing the game now and actually experiencing it for the first time, come on, it doesn't look anything like what we saw at E3, and it's blatant. It's not like it's like, well, some areas we had to downscale due to this, due to that, and so on and etc. But when you blatantly can see the difference between last year's E3 conference when they revealed it and actually playing it now, you can't help but wonder, like, damn, did they really cut corners, even though they had 6 months extra, 6 months longer to actually develop this thing and make it the best that it can be. Now, it is a next-gen game, allegedly, but to me personally, doesn't look like that. But personally, you can't. I mean, there's some things in the game that I really don't get. Personally, I like the game for what it is. It's going to be something that's going to eat up a lot of time for me. I'm going to do a lot of exploring. I'm actually recording my gameplay, and I'm not going to release it yet on my channel until I complete it, the entire game. And then once I complete the entire game, I will deliver my experiences. You'll be able to see that for yourself, and you'll be able to hear me because explain what I like and what I didn't like, because I do live commentary when I put my videos on YouTube. But that's just my opinion on Watch Dogs. I thought that, for what they said it was going to be, it didn't blow the doors off. It wasn't exclusive either to either console. So, some consoles got more content than the other. And I really don't understand that, because no one shouldn't have to go without if you are a gamer. But obviously down the line, they're going to make it available. All the content that was available to the exclusive to certain consoles will be available down the line eventually, maybe 5 to 6 months down the line. They already even showed DLC, gameplay of Watch Dogs, and that game wasn't even out yet. And I'm already seeing the DLC for this game. That's, I don't know, Ubisoft. That's very, very, very interesting. To release the DLC, or not to release the DLC, but to be showcasing the DLC and what you're going to be doing, what to expect, before the game even released. I mean, damn, you kind of, counting your chickens before they even hatch. You know what I mean? You put in the cart before the horse, personally. And I really don't think that Watch Dogs is going to do as well as people think it's going to do. And I'm not saying that it's a bad game. I'm not saying don't get it. By all means, go out and experience it. But what they promised and what they delivered is completely two different things. But anyway, I'm the Boss Gamer. Until next video, y'all keep it up. Peace.